Our statement titled "What Next After Ruto's Contempt Budget." Yesterday we saw what happens when a rogue and uncaring executive branch of government decides that the only thing that matters is their ego and their agenda. We have learned the hard way that this illegitimate regime can ignore the people, their feelings, their fears, their circumstances, their hopes and aspirations, and force its agenda on the people. That is what Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza followers did with the passage of the Finance Bill 2023. They ignored the wishes of the majority of Kenyans, and this signals the era of dictatorship. We ask Kenyans to beware. We say pole to the millions of Kenyans who are struggling to come to terms with this harsh reality. We know many of you think this is a nightmare that will probably fizzle out. Unfortunately, it is here with us and here to stay unless we act now. Because we are not helpless, we can act. The Ruto regime ensured that the wishes of the people were ignored. Instead, they retained punitive taxes on fuel, on housing, on turnover, on salaries, among others. This is like showing the people of Kenya the contempt card. The people can lament, plead, pray, and even picket to be listened to and still be ignored. This has never been seen in our country before. In the run-up to the voting on the finance bill, various polls showed that more than 90% of Kenyans rejected the finance bill. This kind of dictatorship is new. This budget is selfishly tailored to ensure Ruto and his cronies are living large and they eat well, where a majority are suffering. They are getting subsidies to import cooking oil, maize, sugar, rice, among others, as we saw in the media expose recently. And this is all at the expense of vulnerable Kenyans. In this finance bill, the regime's corruption is properly budgeted for. Money for the regime's cronies is hidden in the provisions like fertilizer subsidy, national agricultural and rural inclusivity, national agricultural value chain development, Kenya Serious Enhancement, whatever that means, emergency locust response,